Hey guys, welcome to Real Simple Cooking School. I'm your teacher, Dawn. And on today's episode, I'm gonna show you what to do with that leftover bolognese. So we froze half of it. Now we're gonna make lasagna. So in here, I've got 12 ounces of lasagna noodles. And like any pasta, you wanna cook them in like pretty aggressively salted water. These are just about ready. Just got a little bit of olive oil. And then just kind of one at a time, transfer the noodles. As you transfer, try and separate them as you go. That's going to keep them from sticking to one another, which can be one of the more frustrating parts of assembling the lasagna. So now I'm going to show you how to make that cheesy, delicious layer. Ricotta can't go wrong. It's one of the classic lasagna components. So this is a whole container. Part skim or whole milk, whatever you're comfortable with is totally fine. Then I've got some grated provolone cheese. It adds another layer of kind of piquant flavor to the lasagna. A little bit of salt. We're gonna add a little bit of fresh basil, and you can eyeball it. You could chop it if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna use my hands. So I'm gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper, but you can leave it out if you would like, and 1 egg. The egg's gonna help everything set. And then you just want to give everything a good stir until it's evenly combined. All right, this looks great. So I'm just gonna reset and I'll show you how to assemble it. But you always want to start with a layer of the red sauce. We're sandwiching the noodles in between like wet ingredients so they stay really moist. I'm not going like edge to edge, noodle to noodle. That can often lead to a dry lasagna. So I'm just gonna do 3 across the bottom. See, they've got like a little bit of breathing room. Then I'm gonna follow with 1/3 of my ricotta mixture. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. One of the great things about lasagna is it's really forgiving. So even if it feels like, ugh, my ratios aren't quite right, or it feels uneven, once it bakes in the oven, it all ends up delicious and homogeneous. Okay, now for a little fresh mozzarella. And then another layer of the sauce. That looks pretty good. Okay, now another layer of noodles. And same thing again. My last bit of sauce. And then a little freshly grated Parmesan. Parmesan, you know, like it's a little bit saltier and nuttier than the mozzarella for sure, but also the provolone. So those 3 cheeses combined are gonna make it super delicious. Bake it at 350 degrees, covered for 30 minutes. And that's just gonna keep it insulated, help everything melt evenly, and then we'll uncover it for about 15 minutes until it's really melty and golden brown. Okay, and this is the gorgeous finished product. When I took the foil off, it was looking really bubbly and juicy, so I just slid a sheet tray underneath so I could catch any of those drips before it got all over the oven floor. And the other most important thing you want to think about when you're making lasagna is you gotta wait like 5-10 minutes before you cut into it. Otherwise, those pieces are gonna fall apart. I've let this rest for a few. The moment of truth. Lasagna is such a great thing to make for friends, also freezes really well. So one of the things you should do is you want to cut it before you freeze it. It's sort of like cutting a pie. You want to make sure you get all the way through to the bottom. Here we go. The other thing is, no matter how it comes out, it's still going to taste delicious. But look at that cheese. That looks awesome. I like to top it with a little bit of fresh basil, freshen it up a little bit. But that is a gorgeous lasagna with your leftover bolognese. This will feed an army. So guys, give it a try. I'll see you here next time making lasagna.